Hip hop and don't stop. Are we live? Mic check.
We're live. We live. A little warm, but live.
And by the way, we lost 10-2. San Diego to the Dodgers. We're heading out to Cincinnati. All right, stand by, guys.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday.
Hey, happy Sunday.
Hey, happy Sunday.
Man, it's hot here in Southern California, Eric. I don't know, man.
Yes, sir.
Is it raining in Southern California?
Yeah.
Man, it never rains in Southern California. Actually, you know, yeah, it hasn't rained in a while, but when it does rain. The past few months, it rained. Like, you know, San Diego can't handle a lot of rain. Much.
Not at one time.
Yeah, we've got like a part of the city of Mission Valley where it's actually built on a riverbed.
The whole place floods.
If you get too much rain, it floods pretty bad. And then city's not made for a lot of rain. That makes sense. So we have a lot of hills and they come down and just floods everything and backs up. So, but today it's it's spring obviously, but it's hot. Now I know in some parts of the country it's still snowing. So it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, well, San Diego never does. It rained Friday. It was cold Saturday, and then today it's like hot.
Yeah. How about Baltimore? Is not predictable weather, or is this?
It's not predictable.
Can we just say Maryland because Baltimore doesn't count?
Oh, Baltimore. Oh, sorry, Maryland, Baltimore.
I'm sorry. Nope. Pun intended, Anthony.
Emotional, damn it.
It's just not the same, you know. Baltimore is not the same as Maryland. It's like a whole different planet.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Maryland, it was a little warm.
What's up, Denver Bivens?
What's up, Bang Bang?
Bang Bang.
Hey, Tanya.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining tonight.
Yep,
appreciate Tanya's in the house. So thank you so much.
That's
appreciate it.
Sister. That's D3's sister.
Oh, okay. Welcome. So D3 and Carla, you are in what state right now?
Oh, we're in the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
We're in the Eastern Shore of Maryland, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you went down
Where
south.
the mosquitoes are disrespectful.
Oh my goodness. Have you seen Texas mosquitoes? Holy shit. It's like a Volkswagen.
My dog farted.
What? In your face?
Oh,
Do dogs fart? I don't know.
dogs do fart. Yes.
They do.
Oh,
They
okay.
do.
Yeah.
Hey, Ma.
I didn't.
They
Mama
got the
Barbara's
sound of
here.
the deadly kind too, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, today we have some good stuff topics today. We got some news, some crazy news, but also talk about the Mike Tyson incident on an airplane from San Francisco to Florida. There's two videos. I know I saw the first video, but there's an actual video where he was getting taunted before he was smashing the guy's face.
Right.
So we'll talk a little about that. And one of our main topics is, is it better to receive? What was the question again? Sorry.
Better
Is it?
to give than receive?
Yeah, is it better to give than receive? How is helping, a positive way of living your life? How whether not expecting something by always giving or volunteering. So I think all of us has volunteered or given something to somebody, in our lives. So we'll talk about that. But I think let's see what we have. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Eric. So recently, Eric had his first massage session, but I have a specialty of incorporating cupping. You guys know what cupping is, and no, Anthony, it's not cupping the balls.
Emotional, damn it.
He was like, we're all talking about cupping, and Anthony's like, "Are you guys touching each other? What the hell is going on here?" Chinese medicine of so it's the opposite of deep tissue, where deep tissue is we're pushing in and we're trying to move around and stretch the muscles and taking knots out, where cupping is the opposite. We're separating the fascia or the muscles from your body, encouraging blood, which is your red blood cells are what do you call that? They heal you. That's your natural immunity to heal you. So, and it loosens your body up a lot. So I did a combination of a deep tissue, it's an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, hour 45 minutes, and with cupping at the end. And so it's different for everybody because it really detox. It really messes with your, not messes, but resets your whole body and immune system. I can tell if you're a smoker. I can tell if you have a lot of medicine in you. I can tell if you're stressed out. Yeah. So what was your experience, Eric?
Man, that was amazing. At first I was a little timid to go in. It's been a while since I had a good deep tissue massage. But Floyd's really good, man. He made sure you were covered up with a towel, and he only worked on parts that needed to be worked on. So I think even women, you could go in there.
What was he covering up with a towel? I'm just asking for a friend.
I was still in my undies, so everything was still good there. So but he did deep tissue. There were, I work as a dental assistant for a living, so I'm hunched over, bent over all day long. Right. And so I got back issues, I got carpal tunnel issues and hand issues, and without having to tell him, he knew where to go, and
Yeah.
He did. I mean, it was so good. I felt like I should have bought him a drink at least.
So my hands are always like warm, really hot. It depends. I have a lot of energy. And they call it healing hands, really healing hands. And so I'm a Reiki level 3 master. And so I mean, I'm not super in tune, but I think it's just naturally that my hands are healing hands. And so you can feel it. If you ever had cold hands versus hot hands on you when, just massaging a little bit, it's a whole lot different. It's like saying like having a hot stone. And to just rubbed into your muscles the whole time. My hands are just naturally always hot or warm, and it's usually the energy that you're giving me, I'm giving back. So trying to heal you. So it's just naturally for me. I've always had in the Philippines we have healers. I don't know. We call it what do you call it, Eric? The hilot mask. Magna the hilot. So they're just massage therapists, but they incorporate energy work. Reiki.
He's like a Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, okay. kind of like that. But so what I do is I kind of like go through the muscles of your body, and I kind of figure out where it needs it, and then I don't have a set way. I just kind of feel my way through. I feel knots, I feel stretching, I feel like
So you had to
adhesions.
feel Eric all over in order to
Pretty much, without say too much, basically. But at the end of the day, I do pin and stretch too, and it helps you to reset your whole body. Yeah, pretty much.
Pin
And then
stretch.
pin and stretch certain parts of your body. So I do a little bit of sports medicine, a little bit of orthopedics, and Swedish
it.
deep. Yeah. So
how long
shiatsu.
Your Reiki master?
It was like about 2 weeks, I think. There's a lot of symbols.
Really?
Basically, there's symbols. The first one, chokure, it's the main one, but there's so many symbols to like mean different things and open different things. You can Reiki over the phone if you're in tune, and so if you have a connection, but it's not for everybody. Some people and some, I'm more of a, some people have to use gloves. I use just my bare skin. I like to touch, feel, and like what your body is telling me is where I'm going to move my hands. Anyways, I'm not a master by far, but I just have a natural gift, I guess, as my hands are always hot, pretty much.
All right.
Anyways, go look in your city or your town. Please look for cupping. But some people just do cupping. It's a Eastern modality out of China that just fire cupping. They do fire cupping. They have silicone cupping. They have sports cupping where they have like a little pump, air pump. I think who really brought it to the forefront was that swimmer, that tall swimmer. They call him Superman. Something Rivers, Philip Rivers, not Philip Rivers. That's a football player. God, what's his name? Anyways,
Phelps. Because Mike
Phelps. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he a lot. So it's been around for years, but I think he was one of the first Olympic athletes to show like, what's that? What are those circles behind him on his back? And that's cupping right there. So
okay.
Yep. And I do it's a gua sha cupping. So I take the cup and I start dragging your skin back and forth.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. So anyways,
so
cupping.
Also, you like burn it in order for the.
Well, I don't
Can you
do.
see your back, Eric?
Yeah, I don't do fire cupping.
It's gone already.
Yeah. I don't do fire cupping. I do like a silicone cupping where I can control the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a suction. Pretty much, it's like a suction cup.
Oh, those were glass? I thought they were glass.
No one glass. Yeah.
Okay.
Silicone. Yeah. Anyways, it helps to detox your body and encourages blood flow through your back, especially your whole triceps, your back, upper triceps. Your traps. Sorry, to your rhomboids in the back. So, anyways.
So let me ask you real quick though. So like Tim Atkins was asking about the cold chamber therapy, and I also was wondering about y'all know anything else about was it the salt therapy? Or anything like that? Like salt is real fine salt that you breathe in.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Carla has been to a date. Yeah, salt caves.
Yeah.
They help with a lot of people who have asthma. People also helps to clear the phlegm. For those people like during allergy season, that's a great way. There's like several day spas that they have. That's like a whole room made of that red salt, Himalayan salt. So you can buy him.
Well, I was going to ask, does he recommend these, which is the acupuncture like mats that you lay on?
Yep, those are good too. Yep,
okay,
those are awesome too. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a washboard.
He has like little, it has plastic like divots in there, so they're like little needles.
Yep.
Yeah, little divots and everything.
Yeah.
I got them at Aldi for like $11.
I would recommend to everybody try every type of massage modality and go to the one that works for you. Yeah. There is Swedish, there is deep tissue, there is Thai massage, Thai foot massage, there's Tuianan, there's
Careful with Thai. I feel like I got beat the hell up.
Yeah, Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this bitch is on top of me.
Yeah, Tanya, they do cupping for weight loss. It helps to encourage
Really?
It is speeds up your metabolism, and it helps all the toxins to go through your body. Yeah, some people just have a lot of stuck toxins in your back, and it just helps to get all that flow going. Yeah, it helps. But the main thing, it's really like, how right now your back feels tight.
Yeah.
Yep. So that cupping will help to relieve all that. Like within that day, and then for next 2 or 3 days, you just feel lighter. Like you can stretch, and you can actually like stretch farther. You can pick up things. It makes you work out better. A lot of bodybuilders do cupping on a weekly basis. So,
how often is a normal regimen for that?
You can do every week if you wanted to. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah. Because it's not just. Some people do one part of your body, like half, the other half,
right?
And do more, or they do all. So yeah. Well, it's really up to you how your body reacts to cupping on a weekly basis. So, cold chamber therapy, yeah, they do that. Like football, right? Everybody play football or soccer. They ice. Yeah, helps recovery. Yeah, helps in recovery, sprains and breaks. So, try it out. I would do. Just try everything and see. Adding a chiropractor too, for those who have issues in their spinal cords and their back. Yeah, but take care of yourself, man. You guys at least once a month to two times in a month you can do it. All right. Anyways, so D3, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, D3 with I got questions. Stand by.
Well, this weekend is about transparency, and I would say about maybe 2 days ago, I spoke with one of our viewers now, Tim Atkins, and he sent me a text, and he asked a really, really good question, and a question that kind of hit home. So since we're being transparent, there's a lot of things that me as a man was raised to be, tough, and you don't tell people about problems or things that you're going through. You just man up and you handle it. For some situations that works, some situations it doesn't. But since we are being transparent, there was a situation that I was in about 4 years ago, give or take 3 years ago, to where my macho-ness kicked in and also almost cost me my life. And luckily, this woman next to me was persuasive enough to have me to go to the doctor, which leads to the question, why is it so tough for men as a whole to know their own body limitations and just go to the hospital? Why is that so difficult to ask for help for certain things? What constitute you just putting your pride aside and just saying, look, this is what's going on with me. I need to talk to either my significant other about what's going on with me, what's going on with me physically as well as mentally, or what's happening to where I don't even know what's really going on. So I need to seek professional help outside of my family. Where do we draw the line? I'm D3 and I got questions.
So in my culture, I grew up American and Filipino on both sides, and so I grew up with a lot of men who are not very emotional, and they keep problems in because they don't want to bring problems to other family members or other friends, so they try to solve it themselves. I don't know. It could be in every other culture too, where I don't say we're ashamed, but we want to be the person to help themselves first, or if the problems they think they have problems with, it feels like if we share that with somebody, like we're weak. We feel like we're weak,
That's what I was going to say. I think
we're weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think that with his situation, when we see something with our significant others, maybe they're just thinking that it's a sign of weakness if they, fold and go in and stuff like that. Like it's got to be like it's to the point where it was almost like, okay, so your next step is you're probably just going to pass out and somebody's going to have to take you to the hospital. It was getting to that. and before he realized that, wow, something's really, really wrong. But
so to me, not to cut her off, to me it goes back towards information that we need to have, or some type of dialogue with people that are constantly around us. At least give them that much respect. Because me personally, I didn't give her enough respect to let her know what was going on with me. Because for a while I was losing weight. I'm thinking my resting heart rate is constantly in the 100s to 110s.
But I could see it. That's the thing. Like you lose weight, lost like 40 pounds in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then you're having tremors, like constant tremors or whatever. And he's like, oh, my metabolism's just really high.
Need some Gatorade.
Yeah. He's like making like all these excuses and sweating all the time. I'm like, but you don't sweat all the time like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
using deodorant twice a day.
Yeah.
Whether I'm
like just
working out or not. No.
More than that. We're using it more than that. But the thing is like, one day I just looked at him. I was like, "You're not going to work today." We weren't married yet. I said, "You're not going to work today." I said, "You're going to go to the hospital."
Mm-hmm.
And right then and there, that's when he found out he ended up on heart medication and thyroid.
Because my thyroid was overactive.
Mm-hmm.
So it caused my metabolism to race. So it's like I was constantly burning fat, and my heart was compensating for it too. So it goes back to the importance of telling your loved ones what you're going through. And then I spoke to my mom about it, and she was like, yeah, years ago, I had my thyroid taken out because she was having issues too.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, with that particular generation, they're like, okay, well, I know that I have these things going on, but I have to provide for my family no matter what. So I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm going to do what I need to do. And sometimes that helps, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So to me, in my situation, it was like, you know what? I'm not doing her or our daughter any favors by not looking for help or going to the hospital and seeing what's going on. So man up. Being a man is showing your vulnerability sometimes.
Yeah. I think and Flora's right too, a lot. I think it's also generational, like, what era. So the baby boomers, and of course we have Gen X, who are kind of a cross between the baby boomers, Gen X and the millennials. So I think it's at first, not a lot of information is out there that we're able to get help. It's okay to get help. It's also okay to see, if I'm okay. But we're also taught from the baby boomers to Gen Z or Gen X, where we're always working. We're supposed to be the providers, and we're always working, and we don't have enough time. Or we couldn't afford to go to the hospital, or we couldn't afford the time because my kids has basketball, this. I just don't have an hour or two out of the day to take care of myself, right? Or even to check myself. So a lot of factors. I don't think it's just one, or it's just one part of the country. I think just men in general. It's just a generational thing. I think now millennial and up, and even some Gen X or Gen Zs or Gen X, we're okay to ask for help, to go see a psychiatrist, to go see the dentist, a doctor, and all that. But it's a lot of factors. A lot, in America, we can't afford. Like,
well, this what gets me too is like the bargain Betty in me looks at how much we pay out for insurance every 2 weeks or every week or whatever you pay. And I'm just like, so we're paying insurance like we're supposed to get checked out. We're not supposed to believe everything the doctor says and take everything the doctor says, but at least when you're doing like preventive stuff and you're able to catch things early instead of waiting until things get like to that point. And catch things early, and like he was able to change his diet and do certain things that was healthy for his thyroid, and now it's reversed. He's fine now. He doesn't have to be on that medication, but it could have been a lot worse. So
we got pictures to prove it too. As a reminder, like, okay, well, dude, in 2 months you lost over 40 pounds. Something's not right. What's going on?
Yeah. That's a red flag right there.
Exactly. How much longer you gonna wait? How much you gonna put it off?
Yeah. Well, I think it goes back generations too. I mean, you think about it, emperors, chiefs, village leaders.
Mhm.
You never want
Yeah.
to show signs of weakness, because
Right, right.
you're supposed to be strong for the village and for the country and
Yeah,
for whatever you're representing, and that just goes down way down the years.
yeah. When
It's
you're
red-
30, you think you're still 18 or 19
Right.
years old. When you're 40, you still think you're 30, or you know what I'm saying? So
It's
like, oh
not
yeah,
what
I can
you like.
drink, or yeah, you feel like but most of the time I think it's just like I don't have time. I won't make it's not priority to me. My priority is my family, my priority is my job, my priority is my kids and my image, like
Mhm.
I'm not getting that gray hair, No, I'm not balding, you know what I'm saying? you know,
Yeah.
Well, I
my
had a
And then you
doctor
got
bring up a good point to me one time, because I didn't go in for a while, just kind of like D3.
Mhm.
My doctor told me, well, you're not going to do any good to your family dead.
yeah. So as Flora said
That's
right there,
exactly
yeah,
what Ford just
true.
said. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
this prime example, 2 years ago, my filling fell out during COVID and I had to get a root canal, right? And I could have avoided that if I would have taken care at least that month, and
Right.
had it refilled in or cleaned and all that. So I just
Yeah, y'all
in
get
3
to
years,
the age. Yeah.
yeah.
You- You're getting
So
to
I
that
don't know,
age
man.
too that y'all have to do stuff that's very uncomfortable for most men. Like the prostate thing is very uncomfortable
Yeah.
for a lot of men. It's like a
Col-
sensitive subject. The
colonoscopy. Holy
colonoscopy,
shit.
yeah, all of that
Yeah.
stuff is a sensitive subject because it's like, okay, a lot of guys don't want to really talk about, their ass, except for Floyd. And
Emotional damage.
but just saying, it's like,
Uh,
a lot of guys don't want to talk about
My,
that.
Yeah.
my cousin
I,
said,
I
we ain't no spring chickens no more, cuz.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
well, I think now that it's a double-edged sword with all this information that's already available to us,
Mhm.
whether it be podcasting, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, whatever. I think, but it's also getting bad information, also good information. So we should encourage our moms and our dads or older gentlemen, or
Mhm.
that are still working or still in still good health to listen to we should recommend them. Hey, listen to this. Hey, watch this, and it encourages them to seek help. And maybe diabetes in my family, so I always got to check. If you have high blood, that's why I think in the old barbershops, even now, that is for especially for the black urban community, the barbershop was a place where they talked about high blood pressure and they talked about diabetes and they talked about getting health checks and all that. And so because that's their safe place. So now that we have podcasts, everybody almost has a podcast. That could be a door opening for a lot of people who would not regularly get help. But you know what? I should go check. Maybe I should. That's happening
Mental
to
is
me
just
right
as
now.
important.
So
Yeah, mental is just as important as physical, because a lot of times when your
yes.
mental health
Yes.
goes down, it goes to your physical. So
Yes.
yep. And that's what I said. Like I think now with a lot of Instagram, a lot of TikTok, the forefront of self healing, whether it be facials or haircuts or massages, they're coming to the forefront on chiropractors too. They're seeing these influencers. Oh man, I could do that. Oh man, that feels great. Oh, I should do that. Now people are encouraged to like go out. I think our industry is booming now, and we have a lot of people getting into the industry. We even have nurses becoming massage therapists, right? Because they want a medi spa. They want to do medi spa,
Right.
Botox, and all that, and massage therapy and all that. So, I think people are starting now more to take care of themselves, especially men. Men are, it's not just the women who get massages; it's the men need it also. So,
yeah,
Yeah, I know
so
for a while it was still tough for men to get manicures and pedicures too.
yeah.
yeah.
Now I see,
Not anymore.
one out of 20, one out of 20 in the pedicure manicure. There's men doing it now. So
Yeah. I mean, I can see why some men don't go because,
But they need it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
huh?
That's the thing. They need it. It's almost like saying seeing a fat person at the gym. Like they need to go.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
but some people are probably embarrassed.
Yeah, but everybody has to start somewhere. But
Right.
Yeah.
but think about it, we do live in a society that is really high on vanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we
And
want to get
very
personal.
judgmental. Yeah.
So we have a lot of people out there, but like, man, what they doing in the gym. That ain't your business
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
So just let them do what they got to do. If they're doing something wrong in the machine that compromises their safety, then maybe you should say something. But outside of that, let them do their thing. That has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, yeah. I like part of me, my selfish side and my childish side would be laughing at people who are, overweight or obese and they're working out. But you know what? They're trying. They're here. They're here, and that's one step
You never know what they've
closer
been
to
through to
anybody.
get
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. That's their stress reliever, or that's their. I shouldn't be laughing. I should be, hey man, good job. We should always encourage.
And
No
sometimes
matter
it's
what.
really a sad story. Like you never know what type of depression that they've gone through or what they've experienced that could have caused them to like certain medications.
They might have been bullied because of that weight too. So now
Well, I mean, like certain medications too that has hit real close to home. That had one of my loved ones experience a huge gain in weight just from a medication, and you just never know what that person has gone through or what put them at that point. It's not always, oh, this person is greedy. It could be something that a medical condition, underlying medical condition. So to Tim, talking to your doctor, you gotta sometimes put your pride to the side.
But trust me, the doctor's heard it before.
Yeah,
so
there's nothing that they haven't heard before.
Yeah.
They can't tell anybody else.
Exactly. So if you can't tell anybody else, you should be able to tell your doctor
everything.
Everything. Like if you can't tell your doctor, you need to get another doctor. And shout out to Miss 1 in a Billion. Good evening. Yeah, so
Flora's like, yeah, you better get your feet done.
Monkey paws.
Flora, I could see Flora telling somebody to shower with their socks on.
Like, ew. Actually, I think Black men are more apt to get their fingernails and their feet done. I see more of my friends who are, that take care of their skin. They put cocoa butter, the cocoa butter and the glove thing at night, and they take care of their feet.
Depends on where they grew up with.
Why gotta be cocoa butter? No, I'm just playing.
They be dry. They to be dry.
Right.
You get a lot of black, like if a black person grew up and they like the only black person in like the neighborhood or something like that, they won't tend to go out and get lotion because their friends don't get it. It's like, why am I the only one getting lotion? And so you can notice most of them will be ashy.
Personally, well, I don't put lotion on my hands. It's like, man, dude, hey, pandemic, I wash my hands a lot.
Yeah.
I just don't put lotion on my hands. But I try to put it everywhere else, but on my hands it's like
everywhere else?
No use.
Emotional.
And Corey wants a foot massage. So Corey, would you let a man give you a foot massage?
I don't know, man.
I let Floyd massage my feet, man.
Floyd massage. You massage.
He massaged my feet.
Oh, wow, you are really a professional.
Yeah, dude. The feet is the window to your body, man. The Thai foot massage. Tell you, man.
I think I fell asleep.
You use Vaseline in the back. Oh, back in the day. Okay.
Okay.
Vaseline in the back. Whoa.
And nobody want Mr. Deed's foot. No.
Flora, Corey says he needs a foot massage. Will you help him out with that?
Message.
Yeah, DM. All right.
We ain't gonna tell nobody.
All right, Coach Anthony, are we ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready.
Yes, sir. All right, here.
All right, everybody. As you know, my name is Anthony from the About That Water podcast show, where I try to help you build strong financial behaviors. And one of the topics I'm going to talk about today, and actually I have coming up on my weekly live, is talking about distractions in your life. And one of the books that I want to recommend, that I will recommend also in my show, is called Take Back Your Time with Christy Wright. And she is actually Dave Ramsey's daughter. And in here, she talks about distraction, but everybody had to have their story up front before they actually get to what they really want to talk about. But this one was the number one distraction. Number one distraction, which is making other people's problems your problem. Now that is a problem on its own. I actually look pretty cool with these glasses on, by the way. But
emotional, damn it.
Yes. But one of the things about having other people's problems making it your problem, and here they actually mentioned that instead of reacting to situations, take the time to think about whether something is right for you. We will talk about how to do this more in the next chapter so you can ask better questions, before you commit to something. Then you will know you're helping with what really matters to you in a way that honors everyone involved. Now, the reason why I brought this up, because I have to say that a lot of times other people's problems do become our own and actually can cost us financially, can cost us emotionally, and also can cost us physically. But sometimes those distractions are necessary. In perfect case with Carla and D3, they were having that discussion of, granted, he was going through this problem, but she stepped up and actually helped instead of saying, oh, well, that's your problem. You do your own thing. I got to focus on me today. And these are the things where you have to kind of find that balance in your lifestyle and when it comes to other people. So I want to leave that with you today. And just go down and think about some of the things that are distracting you right now from reaching your goals and your potential. Try not to make sure other people's issues are impacting your issues. And sometimes it's okay to take a step back to help out that other person. And again, my name is Anthony from the About That Water podcast.
All right. Edwin wants to see that book again. You guys show that book?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Edwin
called Take Back Your Time
by Christy Wright.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good segue about, people taking time for yourself.
Right.
Men and women, I know women are more apt to you know what? I need a me day. And usually that me day is getting their hair done or get a feet done or the manicure, pedicure. But guys, sometimes we work, we all, guys and girls, we work a long hours, and it's time to at least a few hours out of the week to take care of yourself and breathe and move on, sometimes get lost. And because and that's a good segue later on today about, is it better to receive, to give than to receive? How much is giving back good for your soul, good for the community, good for family, even if you don't see it recuperating back to you. So good stuff. So once again, what the name again?
It is called Take Back Your Time. And the subtitle is The Guilt-Free Guide to Life Balance.
Awesome. So. All right. We have some trending news. He's actually been pretty good. You remember Mike Tyson from the 90s, 80s, and 90s? He was a beast. He's one of that time one of the richest boxers of all of the time, and he lost a lot of money. He dated Givens.
Robin
Gibbons.
Should be Robin Taken.
Yeah. So, but boxers has their hands are lethal weapons. So stand by. All right, if you have not seen it, if you haven't paid attention the past week, since Thursday, Mike Tyson on a plane flight from San Francisco to Florida sparked after a passenger threw a bottle at him and threw not just one punches, but a couple punches. So he threw punches at a fellow passenger on board a commercial flight on JetBlue, I believe, after a water bottle was thrown at him. A viral footage emerged on Thursday, which showed Tyson, a former heavyweight world champion, punching him in the face before takeoff on flight. So they weren't even in the air right now. They're still at the gate. And I'm going to show you the video here in a minute here. And basically, what I saw here is that the the pastor behind Mike Tyson was asking for an autograph or just a fan, right? But he was drunk out of his ass. So stand by. All right,
Punch
here
drunk.
you go. Punch drunk.
Punch drunk.
Hey.
This is George talking to Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy. Should have never gave you his money.
That's first class.
Woo! Woo! Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's do the horse, man.
JetBlue, net flight.
Got fucked up.
You look like Kermit.
Yeah, he got fucked up. Trying to ask for autograph, man. I don't know what happened.
Ask.
When you said where the attendants, I'm gonna tell you where the attendants were. They were in their lane because I would have stayed in my lane too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's first class flying right there. You want to act like that in first class?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they should have came to him before Mike Tyson got to him.
Yeah.
Hey, think about it. We live in a society now to where people think they can do whatever without consequences.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take your issue, but don't play the victim after you catch that two-piece to the head.
Mm.
Take your issue.
Yeah, he looked real stupid too.
Yeah, Kermit looking still.
Yeah, and Mike Tyson's been, he has histories of anger issues, but he's been actually pretty good. Pretty mellow. He's on a podcast. He's happy. He's motivation. He's one of those guys who's gone through the ringer and come out like a family man now and doing an entrepreneur and all that. So it would take a lot to get him riled up.
He must not have seen the Mitch Green story.
My thing is this. I got another question. So you mean to tell me just because somebody is not boxing currently that they forgot all that?
Right.
Well, hell no.
You gonna mess with somebody who used to knock folks out within 3 minutes of being in front of them? Is
1 second. Yeah, 1 second to the face. Yeah.
Dude had a 91-second knockout. Really?
Yeah. And he was a heavyweight.
Yeah.
But he must not understand that you can be young and be strong or whatever, but old man strength is something totally different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Leave them old men alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you see the video, I mean, it wasn't, he was the guy blocked him a little bit and it wasn't like full. Think about if it was open and it was just straight to the face.
Right.
With all
well, that's what I was
hits.
gonna say. There was a seat between them. It's not like he was able to go down and give him, 100%. So
he definitely needs to be on the Darwin Awards.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it's kind of like going back to, he should have restrained himself. He should have, whatever, But you don't think so?
The guy
Mike Tyson was
That was
right. No, I don't disagree.
What if somebody was saying, "Don't push me" the whole time, and then kept and then throw a water bottle at you?
Right.
You're just gonna I'm gonna be calm. No.
Well, but don't get me wrong. I wouldn't even have done that. I was like, hey, bro, I need to stop that shit. But
he's human though. Mike
he is
human.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't expect him to restrain himself.
Instead of gassing him, he should have calmed him down. But like, yo, that's Mike Tyson.
And who knows how many times he has restrained himself, and this just happened to be what I'm sick of y'all, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think this guy has history. He has a criminal history.
Oh, they got
fraud.
Now he got an eye jammy,
right?
You got a story to tell,
Yeah.
Back in 2022, I got fucked up by Mike Tyson. What'd you do?
I bet some people swing on him just because he was messing with Mike.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that's assault with Mike Tyson? Yes, assault. He assaulted him, all right.
So it says once you've been assaulted, you have to defend yourself. Yeah. That's true.
Oh yeah.
But there are some people are saying in the comments like, oh, it's he's a professional boxer.
So
he was a professional boxer.
He was, and his hands would be considered a lethal weapon.
So he knew that. He knew that. He's the one that's saying Mike Tyson. So you know who the hell Mike Tyson is.
You took pictures and wanted autographs and all that stuff because you knew he was lethal with them things, but you still wanted time and because he was half drunk and wanted to disrespect him. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, his friend was filming, right? So I agree.
You poke the bear, poke the lion,
right?
You're gonna get bit.
He called them skibbity paps.
That's right.
Skibbity paps.
I feel like they're not gonna do shit. They're not gonna charge him. They're not gonna press charges. Nothing.
No, I think he did.
Did he?
He lawyered up.
Press charges talking about that his hands. The lawyer that he hired said that Mike Tyson's hands are lethal weapons. So why would you mess with the lethal weapon?
Right.
If you know that they're lethal weapons, why would you mess with them?
They weren't lethal when you wanted an autograph with a pen.
Yeah, that's like going to play with an alligator.
Right.
It's dumb.
Bro, I want your autograph.
Right, exactly. That's dumb.
Did he over? Oh yeah, he did lower it up. I think a lot of people are telling him, "Hey man, you should get a lawyer. You should do this. You should do that." And some lawyer is like, "You know what? I can win this. I can get some money."
Lawyers are paid to lie. They're gonna get paid whether they win that case or not. It don't matter.
Yeah. So they're gonna take his money regardless.
Yeah.
Or somebody might do it pro bono just because they just want to go to court and be get
publicity.
Publicity.
Yeah. The guy Mike beat. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. He's a loser.
It's a double-edged sword. You defend yourself, but also, you are a celebrity. People think that
I think Mike's pretty protected at this point. I really do.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty protected. I think he'll be okay.
But then think about it too. If Mike had bodyguards to stop stuff like this from happening, that would have been a problem too.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's bodyguard did all of this stuff or whatever. Like, well, if you're so big and bad, why you got bodyguards? So you can't defend yourself. But then if I do defend myself, I'm a problem too. So what we doing here really?
Yeah, he's a celebrity, and people are gonna take advantage of the situation. Yeah, he was fucked up, and his friends like, "Hey, egg him on, and just kind of dared him to do it or whatever it was. They're gonna get their money. Either way.
Mike was on shrooms because I heard him say something about Mike was trying to give him shrooms or something
on the plane.
That's what he said, but he can't. I don't think so. But that's what he did say. Mike tried to get him.
Mike was just sitting facing forward, minding his own business.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh well. Well, Mike Tyson. I mean, he'll lower up, so he might have to end up paying some kind of fee, whatever it is, man. So we'll see what happens.
Does this actually increase Mike Tyson's record, though?
Yeah.
Like one.
All right. Here's a hot topic of the day. Stand by. All right. So we talked about giving and taking time. The question is it better to give than receive? I think, especially in the military or being around the military, we volunteer for a lot of stuff, right? For races, right, Carla? D3 races, teen night, graduation night for the kids in high school. But what are the benefits of giving and not expecting anything back in return? Because I'm pretty sure I gave a lot throughout my military career, inside and out. So,
and that's me all the time. I feel like because I feel like if you give something and you expect something back, that's not really giving from the heart. And that's all I would do is like give from the heart. I'm not, I don't do things to expect praise and attention and all that other kind of stuff. I'm way beyond that. So it gives me it makes me happy to make my nieces and nephews and family and stuff like that happy. And I don't really expect anything back. If they say thank you or what, I mean, I do it because I want to, do it. So it makes me feel good to give.
Yeah.
If I get something, I'm very grateful. I'm like
Right.
overly grateful. But I mean, I don't do things to get things back.
Yeah, I have throughout my I was a military brat, of course, and I joined the Air Force. Volunteering your time, money, energy, help others doesn't make the better. It won't make the world better. I mean, just makes the world better, but it makes you better also. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a two-time fold. And sometimes you feel like you over volunteer, and that's where Coach Anthony was saying, like, you can give, but sometimes you need to take care of yourself also, and say
Exactly.
and make sure that you're okay to say no.
Absolutely.
Does it make sense?
Mhm.
It's great. It's great to give back and to volunteer for a lot of things, but make sure that you're able to say no and not feel guilty. Like, oh shit, why I said no because I always say yes. But do you think they say that people who give more are more happier?
Possibly.
Yeah,
I can see that.
because I think, like I said, if you're giving and you're like upset because you're not getting something back, whatever, you're not gonna be happy. But if you're,
Mm,
I'm happy. I like to do things, but you always have to. That's because I mean, I take care of myself first, and I take care of my family first.
Nice.
So, and then after that, you want to be a blessing to somebody else.
yeah, yeah. Well, here's some 10 things that why it's great to give. So helping others feels good, right? I think for me, I've grown up to, like, when I DJ, I feel happy when I make other people happy through
Mhm.
music, through dance, or just forgetting. And especially with me as a massage therapist or esthetician or a barber, I like to help people feel good, whether that be for a few minutes, an hour, or a day. It always helps to have. It always feels good to me when I see other people smile because of me,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Rose, my girlfriend. So she's happy. If she's happy, I'm good. It creates a sense of belonging. I think people right now, especially now, people are socially unattached,
Mhm.
or because of social media, people game a lot, or we're on podcasts, but we're not really in the same room. So
Mm-hmm.
volunteering at the church or at the community center or something, or marathon, it helps to feel like, oh, I belong to this organization.
Yep.
3, it gives a sense of purpose.
Mm.
That's true.
Bigger one,
Yeah, like I have work and then I don't have nothing else except for watching Netflix, and which is not
Chill.
bad, but
And
yeah,
chill.
and chill.
Chill.
How about giving helps give things in perspective? Like, some people have a lot of money,
Mhm.
right? They're
Mhm.
given a lot of things, but when they see people who don't have the things that we take for granted, it gives life a perspective, right? Like,
Right.
some
Right.
people don't have a house to live in. Some
Right.
people don't know when their next meal's coming, right?
Mhm.
Some people live paycheck to paycheck, which is about, Coach Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong, 76% of the world or nation
Mhm.
is living paycheck to paycheck, like barely. Giving is contagious, do you think?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, yeah. If I see Coach Anthony and Eric doing something, it's like, you know what are you guys doing? How can I be a part of that soup kitchen or whatever? Yeah.
Right.
Number 6, helping others can help you live longer. We talked about that. Regular volunteering improves ability to manage stress and stave off disease. Whoa, okay. So
Interesting.
health wise, it helps you to live longer because you're always giving. Yeah.
But don't tell your
Mhm.
girlfriend that. You're like, you should give me everything every day.
Exactly. Yeah. It gives you a sense of renewal, helping others teach you to help yourself. Is if you've been through a lot of experience in just a case of blue, sometimes activism is a cure. You know what? That's crazy. Auntie Kathy, I have, if you know Auntie Kathy Catling, remember Auntie Kathy Catling?
Oh yeah, Kathy Catling. How's
Yeah,
she?
I
Yeah.
I love her to death. Auntie,
Yes.
she is a very giving person. She's a hard
Mhm.
worker. She's an expert in her field in youth programs.
Sweet. Yeah.
But she always finds time to volunteer, and
Yep.
and it's not really a secret. I think she's not something that not too many people know, but she has like migraines, like really bad migraines, like all the time.
I didn't know.
But she says that volunteering helps to alleviate or makes her forget about those headaches every so, you know what I'm saying? Versus her staying home. So a sense of renewal and sense of health, it helps to alleviate those stresses. Self-esteem. Do you think helping volunteering boosts your self-esteem?
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you get those people like who
you're
don't
able to do something?
Yeah. Do you have like friends and family or coworkers who don't volunteer for shit?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. Right now it's kind of hard for some people to really, volunteer or want to volunteer a lot. But yeah, a lot of people are in organizations. Like I'm an organization that was big on volunteering, like the Eastern Stars and stuff like that. They're and sororities
Masons,
and fraternities. They're big on volunteering. So
number 9, it creates stronger friendships and networking.
definitely, yeah.
Big time, right? So obviously there's people who volunteer because of that reason. Should not be your sole reason.
There's nothing wrong with that. That shouldn't be the sole reason, but there's nothing wrong with it,
networking.
though.
Yeah. But we have people on TikTok and, hey, I'm helping here for the likes.
Now that I don't like.
I don't like when people give people like when there's a homeless person on the street and you're filming yourself giving that person something sometimes. Because I feel like, well, did you ask to like film him, and why are you know what I mean? That could be, I don't know.
But what gets me too is like something like that, even if you're doing it for doing something for the right reason, like helping somebody out, but then you end up doing something stupid or just something just wrong or whatever for the wrong reason. Either way, I think I do believe in karma. I think it's going to come back on you. But it could backfire on you. The fact that how somebody was. You remember a couple of years ago, the guy that played Elvin on the Cosby Show, and he was getting shamed online for trying to provide for his family. He was bagging groceries and trying to provide for his family. Somebody filmed him and tried to throw him under the bus. And then come to find out, other people saw that, celebrities, and he's been acting ever since.
Oh yeah, he's been on like Power Book 2. He's been on like so many different, like big shows.
Right.
So it worked out. Yeah, it worked in his favor.
Yeah. So even though he's still providing for his family and doing what he had to do and humbling himself, and somebody else try to call him out, don't nobody know who that person is that filmed him anymore, because obviously they're irrelevant. But he had a bigger check and he's still providing for his family the right way, and he has a check stub to prove it. So can't nobody take that from him.
Yeah. Well, I was like, why would you shame someone? Acting and singing in the entertainment business is very fickle, right? It's very up and down. It's up and down.
Yes. Even the best people at it, sometimes just like, I know Jada's still balling out, but she hasn't really had like any like real hits really since Set It Off or something like that. No shade to Jada, but I'm just saying, you just never know like things that could happen at, certain levels that could like,
Right.
Yeah. So why shame somebody? Like, who's a rapper who was in an Uber? Hey man, aren't you a rapper? And he was an Uber driver or Lyft driver.
Yeah, who was it? Was it Who was it?
Not Push P. It's a guy that you always follow a lot. The one with the goals in the front.
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's a Plies.
Yes, Plies. I thought Plies.
Oh, Plies, probably Plies. Yeah. Yeah, it was probably Plies.
I didn't know that happened with him, because Plies that is my dude. He'll get you.
Yeah. But in the entertainment business, singing, and rapping, look at TLC, right? The big controversy with TLC, one of the biggest rap groups of all time, or female rap groups of all time, and they get pennies to the dollar.
Young Jock.
Yeah. Oh, Young Jock.
It's Young Jock. Young Jock. Yeah. And same for our careers, right? One day we're here, and one day we're in the middle, and one day we're lower.
Now,
and it happens, right? It happens. What do you do? And you know, to talk about the great resignation, right? When like I feel like I'm not getting paid enough for my job. I'm gonna move, but I take a risk, right? You take a risk unless you get lucky or you have a hookup where you're making more money than before, but you always take that risk. Does that mean you failed? Oh man, it's just one of those things that it happens just like an acting business. Yeah.
What are you drinking, Eric?
Beer.
Okay. He's a beer.
Ooh, the 805. Ooh.
I've never had that.
Yeah, it's a local beer here.
It's a North California beer. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty good.
And we know Anthony
All right, last
is not
one.
drinking. He's different.
I got black label in my Tostitos glass.
There you go. There you go. Cheers, Floyd.
Cheers. Everybody drinking? All right, man. Cheers.
Everybody taking a shot now. Jeez. Nice.
Mom, say hi. Say hi, Mom.
Exactly. Melba Moore was on food stamps until she got her role in Fighting Temptations. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Corey,
all right, guys.
It
It is 7:02 here in the Pacific. It's been an hour, but do you think we have time for pod decks real quick? What do you think?
I'm good.
Sure.
Do pod decks. Yeah, do pod decks.
Pod
We'll
decks.
do one.
All right. Here. All right, guys. Stand by.
This episode is powered by Pod Decks. Pod Decks are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out Pod Decks. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to poddecks.com and type in coupon code. What's the code? Yes, that's the code. Check out poddecks.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
To Tim's question, yes, we have tried the salted caramel, but not with the cream soda. We haven't tried that. We'll have to try that.
The cream soda.
Yeah, the Old
all right.
Smoky
Today's
is-
pod decks is self-growth. Why is it important to have the right people on your team to accomplish your dream?
I was thinking about this just the other day, and somebody brought up a good point. Is let's think about it in your neighborhood, in your old neighborhood. You always see everybody's pushing like Hondas, two-door Hondas, probably missing some hubcaps and stuff like that, and beat up vehicles. But you yourself has actually been able to take yourself to the next level. You can actually afford a Cadillac to come down the roadway, or if you want to use a Audi, whatever vehicle you want comfortably. Now, do you try, and it almost feel like you're selfish, trying to almost like flexing on everybody, but you're not flexing. It's just kind of, this is your lifestyle now. And having those right people around you, it doesn't feel like a flex. You know, everybody that's around you, and if they really support you, they should be supporting you regardless of what you have. But being comfortable at that next level is one of the things that comes only when you start having people around you supporting you in that same light or moving in that same direction. So that's when it comes to the team. I think that's very important.
Yeah, and that's hard to, that's hard because, especially with us who grew up and had so much friends over the time and diversity, family, friends, TYs, PCS, whatever, we move state to state, country to country. We have to realize one day we will outgrow our circle of family and friends. Right?
That's
like
facts.
us five right here, there's only a few people in my life right now, and maybe there's maybe 8 more people like us that are interested in podcasting. They're interested in like giving a voice, learning to share their ideas and communicate. And we had about 15 people online. Same thing. They're listening, they're giving an input. We've got Flora. We got Mama Barbara. We've got who else? Corey Duffy. We're all like-minded in a way, right? And talking about but does it hurt you? And when do you realize like I outgrown you? I can't be around you.
I have. It's been a lot of people a whole lot of people in the last few years that I realized that I've outgrown. I just can't do like the belittling and the condescending behavior and stuff like that, and the competition. Like Flora says, motivation, no competition. Like I'd rather motivate, and my circle and accept from them, you know what I mean, and support people, and that's just my drive now. Nothing is too small. Like whatever people are trying to do that's in my circle, I try to support them and just be transparent. But some people, it's just like, bruh, I can't do it.
Yeah, like you're always trying to sell them.
It's draining.
Yeah, you're trying to sell them, right? You guys, like we're trying to sell them our point of view or our dream, and where we want to be at. Right. And they can't see that. So, guys, what's the hardest way for you to learn?
Just by listening. Sometimes I can listen to how somebody does something. I mean, I can listen or look at PowerPoints all day, but I'm physically doing something with my hands to achieve something or using my mind completely. Then I can't grasp it. I can't hold on to it. So sometimes they call it trial by fire, but sometimes I have to be actually doing it. Right. Like with my new job now, getting in there and just doing what I need to do. Because there's so many different variables for things to go wrong. So I need to get in there and do it and learn from it.
Yeah, and then it depends. Like you said, it depends on how you learn. Like me, I'm ADHD. Proud of it, and I'm fine with it. I didn't know that for the longest time, but I am diagnosed ADHD. So I know how I learn. I can learn by listening, but I notice that I listen better when I'm on medication. I don't take all the time. When I do take my medication, I keep it, I retain it, I keep it moving. But if not, I will get like an 8-minute video like 10 times before I get something sometimes.
So, I used to love to read. I know it's hard to imagine, but I used to love to read when I was younger. I told you guys the first book was the Indian in the Cupboard, and I've now down to personal growth books and business books. But I have to practice what I read. Yes, I do that too. I still buy the books. I still buy the books. Yeah, I still buy the books, but I do it audio too. So my thing is reading and then doing it. Like I have to draw it or actually physically do it in order for me to really grasp the idea.
Yeah.
Right. Does it make sense? So like if I have to cut hair, I have to actually do it several times. So like, oh, okay, I get it. I have to do massage. I have to actually do it to really understand how to do the movements and all that. So reading print is the hardest for me to like really grasp the idea. How about you, Coach?
Yep, I have to agree. Reading, it is tough for me, but mostly depending on how the story is captivated when it comes to the print side of the house. Because if you see behind me, like most of the books are self-help books. And those are easier to read because they actually have a lot of pictures in there. They have some graphs. They have some, what's the name? Like tables. And those have been helpful to kind of speed through most of it. But yeah, I have to say the hardest way to learn probably will more than likely be me reading it on my own.
Yeah.
Either audible and hands-on. So audible and
hands-on is definitely everything. Hands-on.
Audio. How about you, Eric?
Same. You could send me in class and I can listen all day long and, I might pick something up, but until I actually start implementing it, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So, hands-on.
It's pretty much like sex. You have to have hands-on. You just can't watch porn all day.
Emotional.
You just can't watch it. You got to participate in the
I guess porn
adventure.
would be hands-on though.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, that's what Flora said. Hands on.
Oh, that's what she was talking about. Okay, I got you.
Okay, so last question here.
Floyd in his hot
Yeah.
hands reading the geese. I mean, feeding
I
the
know
geese.
exactly. What's the disadvantage of playing things safe?
Scary money don't make money.
Right. And we'll never grow.
You'll
Personally.
never grow. Yes.
Yeah. Failure, not fearing to fail.
Sacrifice sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, think about it, a lot of parents do that, and I
Just
saw
step out of that country.
See,
Yeah, sometimes
I
step out of our
welcome
comfort zone.
failure. I learn from my failures.
Yeah. And it's hard to. Yeah, I think because we say it all the time. I think we've heard, Michael Jordan has missed more than he's actually made. Right, but he's one of the greatest. We can all debate that, but he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But he's missed more shots than he's actually made shots.
I mean, look at
Right?
Shaq when his free throw.
Oh yeah.
Well, he worked on it, though.
But Shaq is like the best. Like he's like the gentle giant type guy.
Yeah.
know?
But I feel like what and that's talking about going back full circle of like people see you fail more than you succeed, and they fucking prejudge you or judge you and saying you're more a failure to me.
Yeah. They'll hold on to your failures and throw it back up in your face when you already way past it. They want to keep bringing it back up, but you failed.
But that also goes back to what you were saying before about people that are quote unquote supposedly in your circle. If somebody who you trust to be in your circle comes up with something like that, then you don't need them in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I learned a long time ago was like I have friends from the military, friends in like Tim, friends in Louisiana, I consider brothers and stuff like that too. They don't hold it against you for trying to advance and do things better within yourself. So if there's no judgment from them, those are the people you keep around because they might see something from an angle that you didn't see, but they also don't hold it against you for trying to make yourself better. They understand that even if it means you have to move out of state, you have to go somewhere else, they're going to let you fly because they're going to be supporting you themselves. I mean, it is what it is. We'll take that.
And one of the things that people say on top of that was, to shorten it up a little bit, was people like to see you win or do good, but not better than them.
Better than them. Exactly.
Yes.
They want to see you doing good, but they want you.
Yes.
And it's that point, that's when they start to talk. That's
yes.
Humble by itself.
Humble by itself. Yeah. And that's like saying like you gotta let those people go. Like they're just super negative. They outgrown you, right? You've got the Tesla and they're driving, they can barely hold on to a car. You know what I'm saying? Or they're asking, hey Anthony, can you give me a ride? Man, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can do so much for so long.
Back, so wouldn't that be giving?
It is giving.
We just talked about the feeling of feeling good or just giving.
Yeah, but there is also the advantage of taking advantage of you.
Because I know me personally, there's times where I saw somebody that might have been begging for money or something like that too, but I would give like a dollar or something like that, and like, okay, so what you do with this between you and God? So are they going to feel guilty for doing something wrong? Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, I did my part. I didn't want anything back. But I also said you do understand that you trying to get over on people it's not going to end well for you. So you can be genuine all you want, because they got panhandlers that are out there that are just trying to do whatever, and then they go hop into their $60,000, $75,000 vehicle and ride off, and they can go to the next day. So that's going to come back on them, and it's going to hurt them in a worse way.
Right?
Yeah,
it can be bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not know that that's the fact, that I just gave $1 to somebody who has a BMW like around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
It happens. It happens big time.
I've seen it happen.
Oh man, especially here in San Diego. Holy
yeah,
jeez.
Me and my wife, we gave some money to a girl. Saw her on the news the next day. They showed her getting into a BMW around the corner.
Wow.
She had her kids with her.
I was on a train in Atlanta, and they had a dude that was asking because you had to have a transit card to get on through the turnstile onto the train.
Yeah.
So obviously he had to have some money on that card. So he got onto the train, was begging the people. People giving him change. Little voice inside me like, "Don't give him nothing." So I didn't give him nothing. People gave him change. He took all the pennies out, threw them on the floor, and walked to the next car.
Wow.
Or they gave you a QR code on the card. They gave a QR code on the card. I got Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Hey, you got $1? You got $5? You got $1?
Venmo.
I just don't like when people panhandle with pets. That dog eating better.
Oh yeah, the dog. Yeah, or like the one that lady in Baltimore that time where she got killed by her husband. The panhandler said it was a panhandler that did it. Yeah, it's all so many crazy things.
But it was a husband and a daughter that set her up and killed her in the backseat.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I know that turned us a little bit, but there are people who take advantage of our our positivity and our giving. You just move on, keep moving, and hopefully that person will wake up and say, well, it'll catch up to them, but you don't have to do anything, right?
Walking.
All right, I wanted to let you guys know that Anthony has been going live on Wednesday, so check him out.
Yes.
Happy hours.
Yes,
everything.
And when he does his shot,
you start dancing like this and shit.
Oh man,
little haka.
That was fun. Yes, join us. Bring your drinks.
Yes, bring your drinks. All right, guys. Hey, I want to say congratulations to everybody being part of this great journey of ours. We are coming up to our 100th episode. Today is 97. We got to sit down and talk about what we want to do for a 100th episode. May have some giveaways. We might have some surprise guests. So, Carla, D3, Anthony, if you want to bring some older guests before. Me and Eric have some older guests we want to bring in. Surprise guests. We'll make it a fun deal. We may make it an hour and a half just to see what happens.
Okay.
And we'll have some giveaways. We'll talk about that. Books, maybe some cash cards, whatever. Maybe some massages. I don't know. Anthony will give some cupping.
or plane tickets on JetBlue.
JetBlue. First class.
We should go on location. We should go over to see Floyd so we can all get massages.
Yes, come on through. Well, Flora's offering foot massages, right? On where she?
Yeah, Flora's gonna give Corey a foot massage. I think. There we go. I did see that. CD Guns is gonna foot massage by Flora because he wants one.
All right, guys.
Knuckles on your pinky toe.
Some Mr. D's toes. All right, guys. My name is DJ Kid Mango. We've got Mr. A, DJ Mr. A, Coach Anthony, Carla, and D3. We are Highway 54.
Hey, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yep.
Smash that like button on YouTube if you can. Help us out, you guys. We need your help.
Share,
subscribe. All right. Thank you, guys.
Proceed with the proceeds.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, all that.
Yes.
Black Planet.
Yep. Oh.
MySpace.
Fish.
Friendster.
Yeah, I can be found on AOL.com. Earthlink.
Dogpile.
Juno.
Juno.
Wow.
Okay. All right, guys. Have a great evening. See you guys next week.
See ya.
All right.
Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway